Let's go, pal.
Hello and welcome to Lawyer Plays Live. What is he gonna play tonight? Definitely not baseball. That's for sure. Says so right in the title. And Nick C, good evening, sir. Gun Kid, good evening. How y'all doing tonight? This was I say this every week, but honestly, I got up. I've worked a lot more than usual. Well, this week, but today in particular. Because I usually go to work at usually around 8. I'm supposed to start at 8:30, but usually I go around maybe 8, a few minutes after 8. And work is piling up again. Like the stuff that I'm particularly responsible for, the topic or the specialty like bankruptcy area that I'm responsible for, it's piling up. Stuff's piling up. So this morning usually I wake up at around 7:30, but this morning it's 6 a.m. and I'm thinking about work and I can't go back to sleep. And so finally, after about 20 minutes, I was just like, screw it. I just got up and logged in and started working. And a few hours later, I was so regretting the decision. I got so tired because I think I just not got enough sleep. So today's a little bit, it hasn't been a bad day, but oh my God. Like the first thing I did when I got off work is I just lay down and went to sleep. I took a nap for probably, it was only about 45 minutes, but. And hi, Evert23! Best Eevee in the internet. How you doing? See, your find functions, or your, what is FN? I know that, anyways, I know FN, but I can't think of what it means right now. It's not working. I don't use the F6 to pause mute. FN, F6. There's a lot of shortcuts that I never figured out how to use. So sorry, but I'm sorry. Once you get familiar with that stuff, I'm sure it's a harsh thing having it taken away from you. Nick, I had this is not creepy. I had a dream. Well, you weren't in the dream, but it was about you. I don't think this would ever happen, but in this dream, I just randomly decided. One day I was home here on the West Coast, and I decided to get on a bicycle, and I was like, I'm just gonna ride around the country and just wander. And somehow I got it had just been like, I've been doing it forever, and I was like, hey, this is kind of fun. And all of a sudden I was on the East Coast, and I was in your neck of the woods, Nick. Like, I was just entering the state where you live, and I was like, oh, I should see if I should text Nick and see if he wants to meet up. On my, I'll ride my bike to, ride my bike to like the nearest big town and see if he wants to meet up. And that's it. I just know that I was riding my bike across the country, and one night when I was riding my bike, I decided I needed to text Nick and ask, since I was passing through your state, if we should meet up. So, well, see, the reason that this would never happen is because we bought that stationary bike a few months ago, and we've still been trying to work it into our routine, but the problem is, it's like having a heavy person's butt on a bike seat for more than 10 minutes is a very uncomfortable experience. Like, I remember the first time I got off the bike, I did a full half hour, and I was scared because I could not feel my testicles anymore. And I was asking my wife, I was like, can I damage my testicles by sitting on a bike seat? The seat seems like soft, like it shouldn't hurt me. So, needless to say, I need to get past the 10 minutes on a bike seat without my entire nether region going uncomfortably numb before I'll be making any cross-country bike trips. And hey, what's up, Stone? How you doing, man? Your keyboard is... How's your new place, Stone? Did you move in? Were you gonna move last weekend? F5 skips back, F6 pauses, and F7's... Wow. Well, I wonder if it's time to get a new keyboard, Gun Kid. I don't know. I was disappointed because when I built my computer, this is a basic Logitech wired keyboard. I forget which model it is, but in 2013 when I built my computer, it was $9.99 or $11, something. And when it finally started to crap out on me a few months ago, like this is after 6 years of constant use, I bought the same one again, but it was like $30. But it was worth it to me because I really liked it. But I was still seeing all those Chinese, you get these cheap, weird Chinese brands, and they're still like $6. You almost spit. You hope it's baseball. I don't know. It says not baseball, right? So who knows what we're gonna play? But I don't know. Have it on good. But I do have a story to tell about a revelation that I had this week about the sport of baseball. I was hoping Brad would be here because Brad is the one that dropped the truth bomb on me that changed everything. Well, a little bit. You gotta go to work. Oh, you got off work 2.5 hours ago. I thought you said, okay, gotta go to work. That's what happens, Evie, when I I habitually just scan comments and I only see every second word or something. And then I realize, oh, I have no idea. I completely misunderstood what that person just said. It's all part of being a streamer. It's honed the skill over 5 years. It'll be, that's still gonna be, I think, November until my 5-year streaming anniversary. You're trying to work later shifts because you're not having a closer. Wait, you still don't have a closer? I remember I got a lot of amusement about that, but I'm sorry. That actually sounds like it's, you know, making your job harder. I still like the idea of like no one knowing what to do at 10 o'clock because there's no closer. What do we do now? I don't know. Normally there's a guy who tells us what to do at the closer, but I guess we just wander around till someone tells us to leave. I need a nut bra for biking. No, the problem isn't that they hang and they swing. It's that they get crushed by my full girthy man weight for half hour straight, thereby like crushing all blood out of my balls. So then when I get off, sometimes I don't even realize how screwed up I am till I get off the bike. And then I'm like, hey, that wasn't so bad. And then I'm like, oh, cue very uncomfortable testicle numbness. And hey, Ethan, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing good. How are you? How you holding up? How's the fam? A Razor Mecha Membrane. Oh, you got a good one, Gun Kid. Yeah, that's like my Razor thing that I use, except I don't think this is actual membrane. I think this one is, if you get the top of the line, like the Chroma Orb, I think that might be a mechanical Mecha membrane. I think this is just regular, like, membrane keys. Boost Ball. I know, Nick. Nick, you should have been here last week. I tried a new game. Everybody hated it. You might have loved it. Battle Brothers. I played Battle Brothers. I had one of my main archers was you. It was Nick. I named it after everybody. But everyone made fun of the bad graphics. And they all gave me a really hard time. So I don't think I'll be streaming that game again. Also because a day or two later, it was a game I was playing for about a week, and the day or two later I played it, and I was like, I think I've had enough of this. And I did have a character that my most recent mercenary that I'd hire was named Ratus. So one of those hype things that can happen is literally no one hits a ball. I was hitting lots of balls, but they were like pop flies or they were foul balls. I'm pretty good at those. Keith, what's up, man? Hello. Need a recumbent bike? It's just like a normal seat. Ours is, well, is a recumbent bike where you have to stand up? I can't remember the different bike types. But I know the whole purpose of getting the bike was because since I moved to Oregon, I was doing a lot more walking, which I thought was good for me. And then my ankle started hurting, and my doctor said I was too fat to walk as much as I was walking. And I'm like, I thought walking was supposed to make me not fat. But I guess it's a race. It's a race, so if you start walking too much while you're still too fat, it fucks up your ankles. So you gotta lose the weight by not having pressure on your ankles. Then you can walk a lot. That's my theory, and that's my long-term. Because I would eventually like to go, like, I watched a lot of YouTube videos about people that go like backpacking and stuff, and that's one thing that I always, and my brother-in-law does that too, and I've always thought that would be cool to do. But there's no way I don't think I could even do the backpacking without the backpack right now, let alone with like 60 pounds of crap strapped to my back. One of the fillings in your crown fell out, so you had to get a new temporary. They had to make a mold for the new crown. Cost a pretty penny. $351. Yeah, dental work is expensive, Evie. Even if you have insurance, it's expensive. That's what I need to go to see a dentist, because I haven't been to a dentist since we moved. In LA, I had a dentist that I had started seeing relatively regularly. And there was always a list of things that needed to be done, little maintenance work and repairs. But we only had a limit each year of like, I think it was $1,500 a year. And man, it was only like a couple a couple of like fillings and like a cleaning. It seemed like almost nothing, and the $1,500 would be gone. And then we'd be like, well, nothing's like hurting, so we'll finish. We'll check in next year when I get $1,500 more dollars. And that's still $1,500 you have to pay for, but it's like they've covered 50% of it or something stupid like that. And hello, Zeokim. Nice to see you again. Wow, Zeokim, you're becoming quite the regular again. And that makes me quite happy. I have very fond memories of seeing your name in the chat. That's what was with your insurance. It would have been $851. Yeah, dental work is expensive. So yeah, it's because I had a problem in my 20s. I didn't have any insurance for a long time, and I don't know how I survived my 20s. My primary source of hydration was Mountain Dew. through the majority of my 20s. And I didn't see a dentist for 10 years. Or, I don't know. Yeah, probably because I didn't see one since I was like in my teens. And then I never really had teeth problems until I got into my mid-20s. And by then I couldn't afford to go see a dentist. And when I finally did go see a dentist, it was like, holy crap, they had so much they had to do. Because I waited until there were so many problems and it hurt so much that I literally was like, I just can't not go to the dentist now. I have to go to the dentist. My mouth hurts way too much. And it got where it was, especially when it hurt enough that I would miss work some days because my head hurt too much and the painkillers weren't doing it anymore. So I went, and this is almost 20 years ago, but it ended up being like, and I only was able to do it because they gave me care credit. It was basically like a dental credit card. And it was like, bam, over, it seemed like barely, I mean, they did quite a bit of work, but it was like, bam, $6,000. Holy crap. But they did fix all the stuff that was hurting me. So I guess it was worth it, but back then paying back $6,000 with interest, that took a while to pay back. Like that was not nothing to me. And that was, yeah, it was before I was in law school. And I mean, even after I got out of law school, it was a long time before I was in a position to pay for that kind of treatment, you know? It's ridiculous. Medicare covers 80% of your dental. That's great, Stone. That's good. I mean, it's still probably, it adds up if you need to get anything significant done, but that's good. Yeah, we miss you too, Zia Kim. I'm glad that you're back and hanging out with the stream people again. It's been kind of fun because I've been hanging out like in streams a little more recently. So I've hung out in Dark Jake streams a couple more times, and because I went through a long periods where I don't really hang out in streams either, but I've been hanging out in a little more streams lately. It's been kind of nice. I'm enjoying it. You're getting PTSD from what, Gun Kid? from my dental stories. Not exactly the cheapest thing, but your protein powder is like 300 calories for 50 grams of protein. You know what? Oh, hey, and by the way, hello, Or Chaos. Actually, let me see. I think I got my protein powder right here. This is the protein powder that I have each morning. It's organic protein powder by Orgain. Let's see, one serving is 150 calories. It's got 21 grams of protein. All right, I think you got me beat. But actually, if I took 2 servings, that would be 300 calories and 42 grams of protein. So it's getting close. So, and then I add other things in there. So I have this, and then I put, I'll have a banana, and then usually I'll have about a half cup of frozen blueberries, and I blend it all up. And that's basically the smoothie that I've been having for about almost every morning for 2 years. Lisa needs braces. I don't get the reference. Lisa's not in the Brady Bunch. That was Marsha. Or Jan. As opposed to synthetic protein powder. Yeah, I don't buy it because it says it's organic. I'm actually someone that I'm not like a huge... I don't necessarily buy into the fact that like, hey, if we didn't use traditional pesticides, then it's healthier. It's like, no, what'd you do instead? What's the trade-off? But I do like that it's vegan because my wife's drilled into my head a little bit. So I'm not vegan, but if I find things that I enjoy that are vegan, I'll stick to those. And I've tried non-vegan protein powders, and I actually didn't like them as much. So this has become like my regular thing. You had 3 cavities a couple weeks ago, and the crown thing. It's like 500. Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll add up quick. That was me every year. It was like and that was like when I was living in LA up until I moved here. Not every year. I would go. Sometimes I would just not. If nothing really was bothering me, I wouldn't get work done. And I go years without any toothaches or anything like that. But I know that there's stuff in there that needed to be worked on, but I was sort of like, well, it's not bothering me. It's not a great way of approaching like tooth care, but I don't really have an excuse now, except like this year I'm scared to go to the dentist because I don't want COVID people like hanging around my open mouth 2 inches away. I don't have an excuse because I've actually got insurance and a reasonable income for the first time ever. So I could actually afford to get some dental work done at this point. And so I probably should go back and have them fix all the stuff that it's probably a lot worse now, because 2 years ago I knew there was still stuff that needed to be done, and I just was like, well, we already spent my $1,500. Maybe next year. Bugs are good protein? Ugh. Isn't everything organic? Nah. Yeah, if you're gonna use it if you're gonna be like that about it, Evie, yeah. But in the food industry, organic. I don't want to get into. Remember, I got an argument with Foodery about this once about like non-GMO organic and stuff like that. So, but yeah, my whole thing about organic is just like, it's just whether they use synthetic pesticides or not. So, but I counter to stuff about like, is it natural or synthetic? It's like rattlesnake venom is natural. It'll kill you. So it doesn't, just because something is synthetic doesn't make it. If something is natural doesn't mean that it's not bad for you. It just means it's natural. Now, there are things in the natural world that will F you up. Let's see. Oh, Food Brother. You know what? Danny Trejo is vegan, and he has famous taco stands in LA, which we never got to go to, but I heard they're pretty good. And hello. Oh, you and your girl watching. Hello, Food Brother Feely Contreras. This girl, does she know the story of Food Brothers? It was back in 2015. Barack Obama. Wait, I shouldn't talk about who was president at the time. Let's just say it was different time. It was different times back then. I think it was like sepia tones and everything. There were horses and buggies in the streets when I started streaming, and the first time I ran into Feely Contreras was in someone else's stream. We were hanging out, we were chatting, and somehow we brought up what we had for the last thing we'd eaten, and both of us had a turkey, avocado, and bacon sandwich. And when you found out that the last thing I ate was exactly the same thing that was the last thing you ate, you, sir, declared that we were from henceforth to refer to each other as Food Brother. And it's ever since. It was your idea, but I wholeheartedly agreed with it because of the turkey, bacon, and avocado. Some good stuff, man. That's special. That's something you build a Food Brother through a Food Brotherhood over. So, and then we celebrated tacos for the next 5 years. Yeah, it was December 2015. That's why I call him Food Brother. Every time I see him, he laid down the rule pretty strict. He's like, I will call you Food Brother, and whenever you see me, you must call me Food Brother. And I said, okay, I agree. That's a good idea. And ever since, yeah, Food Brother Feely Contreras. You heard that story several times, Zia Kim? You're gonna dentist for 6 months cleaning, and if something is wrong. Yeah. Yeah, everything is even cleanings can be expensive. Well, some dentists, the cleanings they'll be like, oh, the cleanings are completely covered, but you get there and it's like, it's always reminds me of when I used to have especially older cars, because most of my life I had cars with some mileage on them, and it'd be like, come on in for your $19.99 oil change at Econo-Lube, and you'd go in there and they'd be like, oh, here's your $19.99 oil change, and we'll also do a free inspection of your vehicle. And then they would find $300 worth of stupid crap that they're like, oh yeah, you got it, your air filter. Ooh, look this is what a new one looks like, and this is what yours looks like. That's gonna cost at least $80. So I remember I got taken by them a couple times, and then I think as the internet became a little more savvy, like you could find stuff on the internet, I realized a lot of that stuff was like terrible. There were terrible scams, like places were getting sued for that sort of thing. Yeah, flush your transmission. There was always some sort of fluid flush that needed to happen, and it was super expensive. And I think I did have it before where they did stuff, and my car actually then, after they did this stuff, had mechanical problems because they did it wrong. Like, whatever was, my car didn't really have a problem going into it, but because they screwed up whatever they did, my car actually had problems after that. You've been your own mechanic most of your life. That's probably good, Stone. I've never been like a mechanic type person, but it seems like one of those things that I know people that get into it actually really, it's like a hobby. They really enjoy working on cars and stuff. You have a friend who works at Exxon that had a repair shop and used to tell me about the scams they did. It's depressing. Yeah, it's always one of those things that can really take advantage of you because you don't know, people don't know like really how their cars work. So if someone tells you there's something terribly wrong, you're just like, oh, okay. I hooked it up to this machine and it says all your flim flambers are all burnt out. You need a whole new set of flim flambers. Unfortunately, flim flambers pretty expensive, but we've got a few on hand if you'd like us to take care of that for you. It's like, damn it, what's a flim flamber? That sounds terrible. You replace my flim flambers immediately. I see. Yeah, Nick C, I'm just looking up in the chat. Arsenic is organic. Poison ivy is organic. Yeah. So I had one friend, this is like 30 years ago, not 25 years ago. He was my friend that got into drugs, and he was really dumb. He was like a dumb dude. He was always, since we were little kids, a dumb dude. And he got into meth. And I remember when he first discovered meth, he tried to, like the next time I saw him, because it's not someone I saw all the time, but the next time I saw him, he tried to convince me how awesome it was. And he was like, it's pure and all 100% natural. And I'm like, all right, I don't know a lot about drugs, but I know that's a bullshit. All natural methamphetamines. You drive a Tundra, all right. Yeah, they mess it up on purpose, so you have to go back. I'm sure there are places definitely that do that, Keith. Use your roommate for mechanical issues. Sometimes car wrecks actually use the actual dealers. I feel like in general, dealers might be more expensive, but they're... well, I guess anyone can be a crooked, but I feel like they're more trustworthy. They'll charge you more in general, but they're probably not gonna make up a bunch of dumb scam shit on you. So I know people that swear by dealerships. They're like, hey, you pay more, but they're not gonna like give you the runaround and scam you. And hey, Joss, what's up, man? You're still 20 minutes early for the 45 seconds of gameplay. How long has the stream been going? Oh, 30 minutes. On this new weight loss program. You know what, Nick? Now that you mention it, that was part of his pitch, because him and I were always like chubby little kids. We're hanging out and he's all like lean, and he was all like into rollerblading. Is when rollerblading just got popular. And he was like, man, yeah, I love life and I have so much energy now and I love rollerblading. And I'm like, cool. And he's like, here's the secret to my health. It's like all natural. I was like, no, I don't think that's all natural, buddy. I'm sorry. If somebody told you that, you're stupid. You see a lot of meth users at work. First it was entertaining, now it's sad. Why was it entertaining at first, dude? Oh no! Foodrear knows who I'm talking about. Yes, the Slobby. It's all natural. It's 100% pure from nature. Like, shut up, dude. He was a mutual friend that we all knew from childhood. So Foodery never got into that shit either. Yeah, all pure, all natural gaming law. That's right, Matus. Oh no, I said I needed to not talk about that stuff again. I was like, oh wait, because you know I'm always about not talking about politically charged like type stuff, and then I remembered all that stuff about like health food and stuff. That's like, people have very strong passionate feelings about that stuff too. So I was like, maybe I should just maybe step out, but not enough out that I didn't bring up Slobby and his 100% pure, natural, organic methamphetamines. It's all natural. FDA can't regulate natural. Okay. Oh, what happened? Oh, because they say some of the craziest stuff. That's kind of weird. Okay, I can see that, Joss. So, Joss, did you ever finish Vampire? I haven't been paying attention, but I know you were playing it a bit. That was a game that when I started playing it, I basically got sucked into it. It's one of the few games that I started playing and I basically just played until I was done. 1000 natural, non-GMO. That's right. I think it's vegan too, isn't it? 100% plant-based, all natural. And hey, what's up, Connor? I'm doing good. I'm tired. Worked too much. I got up too early this morning. I started working at 6:30. It's stupid. At 6:30, I literally rolled out of bed and just logged on my computer and started working. Because I was in bed thinking about work stuff. And I start working, I'm half asleep, and I'm like, am I gonna regret this later? Because it was 2 hours before I needed to be at work. And I was like, I'll bet you by around lunchtime, I would give anything to be able to just take 2 hours off to take a nap. It's true. I did regret it later. I mean, I'm gonna get paid for it, so that's good, but Slobby got his PhD. His PhD in naturology, natural substance science. It's what we call a subscience or a pseudoscience. So, here, wow, I got 15 concurrent viewers right now. What's up with that? I'm not complaining, but I'm not even playing a fun game yet. Speaking of fun games, I think naturology, there we go. I think we're gonna play some baseball tonight. I mentioned earlier, because you know, for many weeks now, my channel has been a platform for no baseball. Even this stream is still technically not baseball, but maybe a little bit of baseball. It's torn. And hello, Foodery. You're doing Star Wars? All right. I like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, that Star Wars? Or is Star Wars like Star Wars a nickname for some sort of a street drug? I gotta do some Star Wars right now. Is it still baseball? Yeah, it could be just be a strikeout ball. But the other team gets all over the bases, so it's still baseball. Doesn't that still make it baseball, Matthias? It's just because my guys don't get on base. So, if you recall, several weeks ago, I was playing a game called Super Mega Baseball 3. Use Food Brother to win. I'll have to see what everyone's state is. I know half the team was like tired. And I learned playing with a tired person will F up your game hard bad time. Because the last game that I lost, part of it was it Fooderier was the pitcher? I forget, someone was the pitcher. I think it was Fooderier. And he was having a hot streak. He was doing good. He even hit a home run. But he was tired. And I was like, there's just one more inning. I'm just going to have him finish out the game. Even though he's tired. We were up a few runs. What could go wrong? Or were we up a few runs? I can't remember. Probably weren't. But not that game. And then he threw like 3 home runs in a row. Yeah, Fooderier, I brought that up at the beginning of the stream when Nick got here. I said Nick should have been here too. Because Nick would have loved that game. Actually, I have no idea. Nick might have thought it was dumb as hell too. Hey, how come it's not recycling the video? Here. Loop it. Loop the baseball. There. So, baseball, I lost really bad and concluded that baseball is a stupid game that I will not be having on the channel because it's dumb. And I don't like it because of that. On account of it's a stupid cheater game that does cheater things to make you lose. So all my videos have been not baseball. Well, I don't know if you all know this, but Brad Pritchard started live streaming again. Apparently he moved, he's got a better VPN service, and now he's got enough bandwidth to stream. He's been streaming, and I was hanging out in one of his streams earlier this week, lamenting, still bitter about baseball, what a terrible game it is. Brad made the assertion. It wasn't a suggestion, it was the assertion that there's nothing wrong with baseball. But the real problem is, I was bad at it. Me. It's truth. That's the kind of truth that hurts. It hurts. Because I was sure the game was sucked. Not me. So, here we are. You gonna go see Brad's stream now? Girl's asking about, why the lawyer name? So you're explaining, okay, I am a lawyer. I don't do court battles, but I am a lawyer. And I play games, so, you know, that's how I'm the gaming lawyer. Zeokim, it's true. I think Brad is onto something. Sometimes you need someone else's perspective to really lay it out for you. And I think the reason I lost so badly at Super Mega Baseball 3 last time wasn't because the game is stupid or it was cheating. I think it's because I'm not good at it. So, anyways, it was a real eye-opener. But Brad, I think he was pretty drunk when he told me that, so I know he was honest. He was unfiltered. I don't know how much he'd had to drink at that point, but you know when Brad streams, it's late at night and he's been drinking a lot by the time I see it, because I'll wake up in the morning and the only time I see him is if he happens to still be streaming, which means by that point he's probably been drinking quite a bit. So, harsh truths for me about my baseball skills. And look, he's not even here. Baseball, that's right. If it isn't for cheaters, why do you need refs? So, but now I'm looking out in the audience here, and all the people, well, Fooderier likes baseball. But it just seems like the Brad, Maxie, also big baseball proponents, always harping when I don't play baseball. They're not here for my big baseball return. But anyway, how am I a lawyer? Well, you go to college, then you get a college degree, then you're like, I don't know what to do now. And then someone says, you ever thought about law school? And you say, not really. Lawyers are creepy. I don't think I want to do that. But then somehow they make it sound like it's a great place to stretch your intellectual muscles. And I was like, hey, I like that. So you take a test. It's called Law School Admissions Test. And based on that score and your GPA from college, that helps determine how good a law school you can get into. You apply to law schools, try to get into the best one you can. You take out a whole crap ton of student loans, and then you go to law school for 3 years. Then you get out of law school and you can't find a job. And then the loan people start coming. Say, where's our money? They say, hey, you're a lawyer now. Start paying the money. And you're like, but I can't find a job. And they're like, we don't care. It's like the mob. Anyways, that's how you become a lawyer. Lawyers are creepy. Hey Draco, what's up, man? What to do, my ninja? Thank you. I'll do my best to get a home run. Although, as we discussed just a moment ago, I have recently learned to accept this revelation that I'm not good at baseball. I thought the game was cheating, but I think it's true. I think maybe I'm just not good at it. Stupid loan people. That's right. I gave me a bunch of money. Why? And then they want it back? I think it's more the how much education costs. And that might be part of the issue. It's the cost-benefit analysis of education. I don't regret it. Sometimes I did, but I don't regret it. But that's how you become a lawyer. Ever thought about being $200,000 in debt? Let's do it. Oh, that's only before the interest kicks in, Fooderir. That's before the interest kicks in. That builds up. That builds up while you're in law school. By the time you get out, you wish it was $200,000. Oh, Shadowlands, World of Warcraft. And when is Shadowlands coming out? Maybe I'll have to start playing World of Warcraft again. Maybe watching some Brad is soaked into my body and now I can play. Maybe. Only Hellfire and Grand and Borean. That's what I did for many years, Food Brother. But so I did also a little bit of bankruptcy work, and then what I do now is what I've done since I got hired at a company. I've been doing for almost 2 years now. Is you hear about class action lawsuits where big company will get sued by they did something that they ripped off 5 million people, and now all those people are gonna get some kind of a check. Well, my company is the company that those companies hire when they need to send out 5 million checks, because usually those companies don't have the infrastructure to do that. The companies that get sued, so they hire us. And at least our company does other legal stuff too. They're all over the world, but the location where I'm at is almost exclusively deals with administering this sort of program where someone gets sued or some similar scenario where suddenly now they've got to pay out to a lot of people, and our company runs that process. They tell us, those companies tell us what needs to happen, but we're the ones that actually have the tools to do it, carry it out. So, and what I do, and specifically, is help with, my team does a lot of stuff. It's all attorneys. We do a lot of stuff in that process. It's a lot of troubleshooting when things go wrong. Surprisingly, a lot can go wrong. And yeah, so what I do is, my little specialty area though is bankruptcy. Because If someone's like, sometimes in these lawsuits, people get lots of money. There are checks that are, you know, 5, 10, 20 or $1,000 or more. They're not just, I always thought class action lawsuits were all like $6 checks. It's like, no, sometimes they're big. And so yeah, so sometimes when you're sending out the money that's big, all of a sudden there's the idea of bankruptcy becomes, if people had bankruptcies after they were owed the money, then that money maybe should have been part of their estate when they filed bankruptcy, which means possibly that money should have been liquidated by the bankruptcy process and distributed to creditors, which is sad, but I'm part of that process of when that evaluation happens. There's all sorts of like rules and things, processes that occur, and I'm responsible for knowing those processes. And mostly it's about getting the money to the people. My favorite is when the people still get the money. The bankruptcy does not interfere, but sometimes it does. And the perder, October 26th. Oh dang, that's coming up. So now you know way too much than you ever wanted to know about what I do, because you can't just say, hey, what area of law you're in? There's no simple answer. I have to talk about it for 10 minutes. And then you're still like, what the fuck did he just say? Yeah, we thought. Well, I was dumb that night too. Come on, Foodereer. I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry to say it. The slobby. It's like Forrest Gump. Everyone likes Forrest Gump. But even Forrest Gump's the first one to say he's not a smart man. And I don't know if Sloppy ever said that, but I don't think the rest of us are too shy about acknowledging it. Sorry. I feel really bad if it turns out he's watching these streams. He'd be sitting there with his PhD on the wall, plotting his revenge. Maybe we should do a little stretching. Oh wait, I have to use a controller. Where's the baseball?
45 seconds of gameplay.
You're gonna screen grab? How's it gonna tell from a screen grab that I'm talking about him? Unless you send him a clip, then he'll know. I shouldn't ask questions like that. Let's see, it is 48 minutes, but it is under an hour. All right, so actually I did play this one time for a few minutes after the last stream. A week or two after the last time I streamed this, I decided I wanted to give it another shot, but then I got into the first inning into a game and I was like, not in the mood. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna start in the middle of that game. Hey, Brad Pritchard, you missed my big story about you, Brad. And it was the truth bomb that you dropped on me. After all these weeks of me thinking baseball is a stupid game, it's a cheater, terrible, stupid game that makes you lose because it's dumb. You dropped a truth bomb on me that maybe the real problem is that I suck at it, and that maybe there's nothing wrong with baseball. Brad, you opened my eyes. So here we are again. I haven't practiced at all. We're just gonna. I did turn the ego down to 25. I think I had it up to 30. But Brad, we can all thank Brad for this. And should I set the ego on 1? You know what? Should I turn it back down to 20? 20 is still... Hold on. Where is that? Is 20 still considered medium? Party and ego. Hey, look, 20 is still medium. Maybe 20 is a good difficulty for me to use while I start trying all the advanced ways of hitting and pitching. Turn down to elementary school, then crush them. That's when I was having the most fun. It was when you start the game, it's at difficulty level 15. Is it 10 or 15? I think it's 15. Out of, I believe, a possible 100. And then I got to a point where every game I turned it up a little bit. That's right, the pitcher hit the home run for me. How many times does that happen in real baseball? Hold on, I just realized my cord's all tangled up. Detangle cord. You don't want that. Be free. Okay, there we go. Be free, Chauncey. Chauncey's like looking at me. Hi, Chauncey. She'll wake up later. I pushed it all the way up to 30 when I started. Oh, you mean the score? Brad came out of left field. Said the real problem was that I suck at the game. I mean, and I thought about it and I was like, well, it's true, I never practiced. I only played it on stream. And then, so I'd play it 1 game, 2 games, and then I wouldn't play for a week or 2. Nobody died in this game, brother. Although there are people who... I've seen a few people take a high velocity baseball to the nuts. I don't think that happened to you, though. Oh, I guess I am in the middle of a game. Don't worry, it's early on. I'm probably only losing by a little bit. I probably stopped playing after I struck out or someone scored on me or something. I can't remember. I know I started playing a game, and then I was like... Oh shit, I forget how to play.
Number 69.
Okay. I forgot, like, literally what buttons to put. Oh, I'm winning. Yeah, I think I figured out you only really use 2 buttons for batting and pitching. Hey, look at Mick.
Now batting,
it's badass.
baseman, Rhonda Horn.
Who's pitching? It is the original Lawhawk. This is the avatar representing me, Lawrence Hawk. Uh-oh. I'm actually playing, James Baker. Hey, I got a strike. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe this game's not so bad after all. And then show us some of my tabletop games. No. Oh, that I didn't mean to do. Well, this might work out. Good old pop.
Now batting, the shortstop, Kasha Emmett.
I already showed off my protein food rear. I'm guessing you were lurking at that point. We did play. I played Dungeons and Dragons. I played Dungeons and Dragons last weekend. We had our second gaming session. We didn't play for over a month. But we had fun. We're still in Red Larch. They just basically finished their first They're in their third day at Red Larch. They got there in the evening, and that's when the first adventure ended. And then, where did they? It was in the evening the first, and so this we played their first night and first full day, and it's the morning the following day. Stuff's happened. It's been fun. It was fun though. Turning it down to 20 was a good idea. I can't talk too much about it, just in case if anyone who's plays the game is popping in on my stream. I don't want to spoil it. Thank you, Brad. I appreciate your encouragement. Look, it's your favorite player, Dark Jake. No. Ooh. Nope, not going for it. Here's Maxie.
Fielder, number 92.
Ah. Oh, nice. All right, just get to the next base.
Now batting the catcher.
It's Knock Pipecock.
Number 69.
Number 69, another one. No, no. Oh, we got people on second and third. That's not bad.
Fielder, number 23.
There, I didn't even swing at that one. Oh, that's not good. Oh, tricky. Oh, that could have been something wonderful. That's kind of nice. Hey, we got one.
Now batting the pitcher, number 73.
Lawrence Hawk. Look, a swing and a hit. Well done, Lawrence Hawk.
Now batting
Hey, Mandy Slams.
pitcher, fielder, number 1.
Do it, Mandy Slams. Well, not a homer, but... Hey, look, I made the guy go to home without making everyone else get out.
Now batting the shortstop,
Getting so good at this game.
number 12.
All right. Nope. The Sanity Hydra. Whoa! Nice! Sanity Hydra nailing it. Just imagine how good. This is still technically medium difficulty, Brad. I think it's the very bottom of medium. Oh! Nope. That was only the second out, though. All right, Flash Pecker.
Number 69.
It's not bad. Yeah, turning the difficulty down seemed to fix everything. I agree, Nick.
Now batting
But I'm still practicing with the new advanced swinging and pitching, though, which I think I should have done on easier before I upped the difficulty. Oops, because I didn't try it until I upped the difficulty last time. Whoa, okay. No, that's not good. All right, it's okay. We got 6 that round, that inning. Brad, are you ashamed of me that I turned it down to 20? Did I make my return to baseball? Did I do it wrong?
Batting, the catcher, Samuel Perez.
Let's see. Let's get one of those fast ones in there. Thank you, Brad. Hey, I didn't turn it all the way down to 1. No.
Now batting, the center fielder, Yvette Victorino.
I'm more looking at it as whatever it takes to have fun. I think that was more my philosophy going into it today. Oh boy. Maxie? Nice.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Doesn't the pitcher get tired if you do nothing but fastballs? Yeah. This baseball is not half bad. Sorry, Nick. I'm enjoying it. Just do like the I play Tetris and pause the game. Yeah, there we go.
Fielder,
Oh, it's Maxie.
92.
Oh, Maxie. Oh, I wasn't ready. Oh, Maxie. Oh, no. That's way too poppy. No.
Now batting,
All right, knock pipe cock. Back into it again.
69.
I shouldn't have gone for that one.
Now
All right, so I'm probably gonna. This will be a quick inning for me.
number 23.
Who's this guy? Oh, James Baker. Oh no, James Baker hit right to the man in the middle there. James Baker, I'm sorry, man. It was a good hit. It's a good, solid hit. Just went. It was aimed squarely at the mitt of the guy in the middle field.
Now batting,
It's a nice chunky sound when you connected with it, though. It was a respectable hit. Let's see, how's Lawhawk still doing good? Oh. Whoops. All right, this is getting a little bit screwy. Oh no, James. Good job.
now
You caught the ball.
right fielder,
He's
Saxophone.
totally debt-free. Oh, what's that? What's that doing? I don't think anyone's getting to that one. Maxie was a valiant effort. There you go. Hasta la vista.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Wait, where's Nick?
Elroy action.
Nick's not being the catcher today. I saw him he was in the pit cheering us on though. Oh. It looked like that was going to be good. All right, where's that going? Oh, it's going to be a foul. No, no one's getting it to it. How many millions do you make? The same amount of millions. I don't think you're making that kind of money, Nick. What? Did he break the bat going for that? Oh, come on! All right, that's my first. I did make him jump for it, sort of.
Third baseman, Rhonda Horn.
All right, this cannot stand. 5-star defense. Thank you, Brad. All right, got that, my dick? All right. Whew. Luckily, it's still 0-7. I think you actually do have a salary. I don't know if the salaries in this game reflect... I don't think they reflect real salaries. And my team's just like my franchise doesn't have a lot of money. All right, I'm up. Whoa! Is that going? Is that going? Look what I did. Look what I did. That's his first home run of the season and second RBI. Oh, that's sweet. All right, man, these slams. You gonna let that pitcher outshine you? Oh. Mandy slams. It's just a home run derby. It's her first home run. All right, keep it going, guys. Everyone gets a homer.
Number 12.
Nope, that's not a homer. I shouldn't have gone for that one.
Now batting,
Brad, are you seeing this?
second baseman, number 21.
Nope. Still a good hit, but...
Now batting, the third baseman,
Flash Pecker. I forget who made Flash Pecker. It's someone of you guys. Nope. 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 But what? No! I didn't mean to... That's... It's not good. You know, this game sucks again.
now batting,
To get drunk and lose a few games?
number 18.
Be like Brad. All right, it's Dark Jake. Oh, I should have gone for that one. All right, and we got 2 runs in on that one. 2 homers. 2 homers and then 3 strikeouts in a row. I'll take it.
Now batting,
How's
the
Lawrence
first
Hawk
baseman,
doing?
Anton Goodwood.
After that homer, is he tired now? His mojo is up. It's on fire, but he's getting a little bit worn out. We'll keep him in. No, fuck! Oh, no.
Now batting, the shortstop, Kasha Emmett.
You think Lawrence Hawk can go the distance? Uh-oh. All right, that's what we like to see.
Now batting, the catcher, Samuel Perez.
Oh. Oh, that's way off. Oh, it's gonna be... Okay, that's... All right. Oh, look, Look how terrible he's doing. All right. Now, you know what? Brad, he's not gonna go the distance. That's not going to go the distance. He's gone. He's declined very rapidly. Keep him in. Sometimes you have to dig deep. Oh.
Now batting, the center
All right.
fielder.
Maybe
Yvette Victorino.
maybe he just had a bad pitch.
Dick Berger.
Dick Berger up to bat. Look at they're giving me the red warning sign, Brad. No. You think he's going to make it to the rest of the... Red means plenty of gas left in the tank? You think so, Brad? I don't know if that's... You're telling me the truth right now.
Now batting, the
All right.
fielder.
It's
Now in
Maxi.
the game, Casper Stern.
All right. All right. Solid. I know, Lapis Lucas. I've already got some games lined up for Hulktober. Oh, no. No.
Now batting, the left
All right, James
fielder,
Baker.
number 23.
Let's see what you do, James. Oh, that's a powerful hit. Nope, not going for that. Not going for that. Shouldn't have gone for that. That's respectable.
Now batting,
All right, Lawrence Hawk. Last time up was a homer. Let's do it again, buddy. Nah, it's not a homer. He made it go up in the sky. Our Manny slams. On fire. All right. Hit a good one, Mandy. That's not a good one. Oh, yeah. All right. I mean, that'll get some business done.
now batting.
Oh, good night, James. If you must sleep now, you must sleep now.
Now pitching, Doug Nerdwood.
All right, Sanity Hydra. Oh. Looked low. Out. And... All right, well, we got another one home on that one. Keith, the animal lawyer. Nope. Oh, nice. All right, everyone stay put. I have access to We Happy Few, but I've never tried it. I've sort of always been interested in it. I don't know why I haven't tried it yet. But it's in Game Pass for Windows, so I can. Shit. I think I've actually even had it installed at one point, but I just never launched it and played it. That's what happens when you have too many games. If you would have told me 10 years ago that I would have too many games to be able to play all the ones that I like to play, I wouldn't believe you.
Now batting, the pitcher, Doug Nerdworth. Now batting, Robin Yu.
Stay. All right, Lawhawk's still doing good.
Now batting, the left fielder, Guy Gold.
And Fallout 4, I still never finished. Oh Lord. Well, I think the guy was getting to first either way, but it would have helped if I'd thrown the ball to first. James? Guess what I am planning on playing, Lapis Lucas? Call of Cthulhu. The one that came out, I think it was last year? He was in a Humble Bundle a couple months ago.
The second baseman.
So that's on my list of games I've never played before for Hawktober. All right, this is starting to be. Oh, that's all right. He caught it.
Now batting, the third baseman, Rhonda Horn.
I think Lawrence Hawk is. His velocity is it bad when his velocity is at 0? And the other game, of course, I'm going to probably do Outlast. I'll probably do a little bit of Alien Isolation. I'll probably do some Dead by Daylight. But the other new game that I have is Resident Evil 2 Remake, which I think I'm going to play during October. I did not see any of the D&D Celebration stuff. No, I didn't see that, Nick. A baby Cthulhu. All right, here's Dark Jake.
First baseman, number 18.
Ooh. Crushing it in the wrong direction. And crushing it right into somebody's mitt. All right, Maxie.
Number 92.
All right, Maxie. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, my God. That was all my fault. And the game for being a cheater.
69.
That I shouldn't have swung for either. All right. That was outside. And they got 2 runs on me. I didn't even notice that. How does one get into D&D? I think the main thing is
Now batting,
to find other people who are into D&D.
Goodwood.
Yeah, there's some rule books you can get for free to learn like the basic rules. But it's generally agreed that if you're going to start playing regularly, you've got to at least buy the player's handbook, which retails for $50, but you can usually get for $30 on Amazon. Learning the rules can take a bit.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Well, you can find people online to play with, but I don't know how great an experience that is. But you can do basically like pickup groups from MMOs. There's tons of like group. There's probably like a Facebook group in any town you live in with tons of people who are looking for groups and that sort of thing. There are ways to find. There are definitely people around you who want to play. It's just a matter of, are you going to find any that you actually want to spend time with? Because, you know, people are all different. And I've heard nightmares, stories. Shit. I've heard nightmare stories about people just playing with random other people.
Now batting,
Alley,
the center fielder,
caught to you.
Stern.
All right. All right, Lawrence Hawk. Slip him a little bit of zero velocity. A little zero V, baby. Give him some of that zero V. Hey, he got all the way through. The Hawks win. Suck it. I always knew if I turned the difficulty back down to 20, I could do it. Thank you. Yeah, Nick plays a lot of RPGs, so he's probably a good person to ask how to find people who play games. Although it could just be because Nick knows a lot of people who play games. I don't know. Look what we did, guys. Yep. Hey, look, Lawrence Hawk is the #1 in the game, followed by his lady, Mandy Slam, and then Sanity Hydra. Excellent work, guys. And we all have Brad Pritchard to thank for this momentous occasion. You're in an area with a lot of local gamers. You don't have much experience having to look for it. Like, I know when I was first wanting to get back into D&D after I moved back here, because my wife wanted to play, and I was more trying to find other people who lived around here who might be interested. And I started a Facebook group for my apartment complex. Just for my apartment complex, and there's like a community chat, and I posted it in there. And it wasn't just for D&D, it was for tabletop games in general. And I got like 12 people joined up immediately. It's just, we had trouble setting up a meet at the clubhouse because they were doing construction. And then eventually, I think it just never... I tried once to host one at our house, but I think it was too awkward. Like, people didn't show up. So, and they're all people that joined the group that I started, but yeah, when it was like, they were all cool when it was meeting at the community clubhouse, but I think when I was like, come over to our house, it's a little more like, no, that neutral territory. It's gonna be the Law Hawks versus the Crocodons. What kind of team is this? Hey, Food Brother is a starting pitcher this time. Let's see if anyone... Yeah, Food Brother's doing okay. Pipecock is doing well. Anyone else looking inappropriately tired? Who is Flash Pecker? I don't remember who Flash Pecker is. Come over for D&D at my house is code for we swing? Maybe it is. No, but it wasn't D&D, it was just gonna be tabletop games. Although, there were a couple of people who were, because I mentioned I was trying to get a D&D game going, and there were a couple of people who were willing to join in. And then my wife had a couple friends, I mean, I'm friends with them too, that we hadn't seen in a few years. and they wanted to come over. We invited them over to play D&D, and they never played, but they're like, yeah, I'll give it a try. And then they sat around and sort of played D&D a little bit, but mostly just talked. And then at the end, they were like, yeah, that was cool. I don't think we'll do it again, but it was cool. It's like, all right. Meanwhile, there's like 5,000 people on forums in Portland who are like, oh my god, is there anyone willing to run a game? We're looking for a dungeon master. Please, God, Lord, will someone please run a game for us? But when I try to get people that I know to play, they're like, eh. But no, the group that I've been playing with, though, we've been having a lot of fun. Should we cut Flash Pecker? Let me see who else is sitting on the bench while Flash Pecker. Oh, Brad Pritchard. Yeah. All right. That was a good move, Brad. You were the automatic selected person to take the place, so that works out. I think I'm happy with the rest of the lineup. Food Brother, are you still here? C minus. We'll let him do it. He was a suggested starter, so we'll do it. Lineup's looking good. Right, Chauncey? All right. There's the starting roster. Vinny Vortex up to bat. It's hard to find. It's easy to find the enthusiastic people.
Now batting, the left
It's just hard to know if they're people you want in your house. All right, what does Food Brother do? Food Brother, he's got a. We'll give him the fuck pitch. Oh. And give him the chunker, the changeup. And just give him a little fasty up in the corner there. Look at that. Dude, wait, why did I put Nick back in? Nick's our catcher. No, I don't want to put meth in the game. I don't think that would liven it up in the way that I'd like. Although we're playing a... okay, even though I threw the wrong person first. We're playing an adventure called Princes of the Apocalypse, which is a remake of an 80s module called... a published adventure module called Temple of Elemental Evil. Which was the first... nice. It was the first major adventure that I ran with my high school group. And after we all moved away to college, one of my friends became a dungeon master. One of the guys from that group became a dungeon master in college. And he ran at Temple Elemental Evil, and he said the people he's playing with were like, oh my god! Like they were so amazed, and they were like, oh, this is so spooky and amazing!
Ball inside.
And he found out they were all like super high the whole time. It's like, yeah, they were really into it. And I found out they were like totally baked. It's up in Northern California.
Number 12.
All right. Temple of Elemental Evil? Yeah. I mean, I think I played it. No, it was the first edition 8 Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Temple of Elemental Evil. It's like, was it the second edition? It's like, no, that was... That's when we were first doing... Nice. We were still playing Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. All right, look, it's Brad. Brad's up. Brad's got the power, baby.
7.
Whoa.
Brad's got the power. Oh, he got power. All right, everyone, hold your horses.
Now
What if the Elder Scrolls had fish people?
number 18.
Don't. I would almost assume they do somewhere. No, everyone.
Now batting.
But if they had fish people, they would definitely have fish people.
Number 92.
Ooh, fair ball. Baby, run it in. Probably could have got the third, too.
Now ball.
You mean fish people is a playable races?
9.
I'd be like, okay. Probably. I probably wouldn't play one, but I don't know. Doesn't sound that appealing.
That's low.
Maybe like Cthulhu fish, demon people. Oh, shit. Ooh, where's that going, baby? Yeah. Your mom goes to college. Look at that shit. Knock pipe cock, number 69, baby.
Now batting.
And here's James Baker. How you doing, Maxie?
Number 23.
Ooh, that's not good. That'll close out the inning. What a donger. That puts us 5 ahead in the first inning. You have all your AD&D books. I like 5th edition. I've been enjoying 5th edition.
Now batting, the third baseman. Run to third.
This person's like black and white. Like it's like the color in that section of the screen got deleted. Stay.
Now batting, the catcher, Tara Leonaire.
Tara Leonaire. Here, have a little bit of this. There you go. How about a little bit of this? Yeah, you like that? What about this? Oh, but she's very classy about it, though. She's just like,
The center fielder.
I respect that. Eh.
No, high. Strike. Fair ball. You're out.
All right. A baseball elf.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Food
number
brother, Feely
37.
Contreras, up to bat. That was not good. Sorry, food brother.
He's out.
I swung at a stinker.
Now batting,
All right, Mandy
the
slams.
center fielder, number 1.
Ooh. Oh, that could have been something. No, go back. Go back. You'd never have made it.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Sanity Hydra.
number 12.
Hit it with the stuff dreams are made of.
Strike.
That was not good.
No, that's high.
That's high. It's true. Oh, that's not good. Knocksire is baseball. Not baseball, but maybe a little bit of baseball. All right, that'll get us through. It's baseball night in America.
The
Just the tip of the baseball. Sure. How you doing, Knoxire? Oh, shit. That was rough.
Now batting.
Whoa, Pro Sam, how you doing, man?
57.
From what I've seen on the internet, you're doing all right. Oh shit. It sounds like you're recovering nicely, I hope. Last I heard. But good to see you, man. Yeah, that inning was a little underwhelming.
Now batting the shortstop, Norton Pickle.
Norton Pickle. Huh, lovable shortstop, Norton Pickle. Pipecock, you gonna catch this?
Out.
Nice.
Now batting the second baseman.
I thought Pipecock was not the catcher. How did Pipecock end up the catcher? Wow, this is
He's out.
Pipecock's getting a lot of
Now batting.
catching drills here. You made 2 catches and 2 outs. That was a strike. That was a foul. All right, and you're gonna be up this inning to hit, but first it's Dark Jake, just Dark Jake, up to bat.
Now batting the first baseman, number 18.
All right, Dark Jake,
Ball, that's inside.
that was inside. Ooh, Dark Jake, what's that? What Dark Jake did. Looks like Dark Jake is performing well this evening.
Now bats.
All right, here comes Maxie.
Fielder, number 92. That's outside.
It's outside, it's true. Oh, that's not gonna be good.
Now
All right,
the catcher,
knock Pipecock,
number 69.
number 69. Nope, that's no good. That is no good too. Oh, that's not good. Wow, we might get walked in.
Take your base.
They were too scared to let you get a chunk of one, Knoxire.
Batting the left
Ah, there's James
fielder,
Baker.
number
Look at the
23.
profane way he holds his bat. Shame on you, James. He's sleeping, but still. Oops.
Ball outside.
Outside, yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. At least we got a homer. We got 1 run.
Now batting the left fielder.
It's an old Vinny Vortex. This guy actually looks like someone I work with. Like the mostly shaved head and that mustache. No. It's a reverse home. Oh, knock Sarge. Oh no. But she caught it.
Ball high. Come on. Come on. Ha!
Yeah, how come it didn't catch? Isn't that an out if they pop it and you catch it? Anyways, I feel cheated. I'm hitting some high.
Ball high.
Some hot balls here. Yeah.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Steer. Oh, what's happening now? Maxie, you got it? I think Maxie's got it. Maxie's got the shit out of that ball. All right, Food Brothers up.
Now batting, the pitcher. Number
Food Brother Felix
37.
Contreras. Oh, that could have been good. Timing was off. That was not good. That was not a pitch I should have swung for.
Batting, the center fielder.
Yeah.
One.
All right, Manny slams. All right, that'll get us on base. I'm still, if I get better, she should eventually be hitting a lot of home runs.
Ball high.
No. It's a solid hit right into that guy's glove.
Now batting, the second baseman.
No, I don't think so. I don't think I could handle 40 with ease, Brad. You think? But I think I could handle it, turning it up a little bit. Oops, should pay attention.
Outside.
Slow. That's not good.
He's out.
That's not good. I'd still say my success feels like it's just luck, but the fact that it's consistent means that I might be
Now batting,
better than
the
skill
third
level
baseman.
20.
Run to third.
I don't know what it was.
Ball that's low. Straight.
That was a definitely yes. Yeah.
No high.
Could have been beautiful. Knock. Pipe cock, you got this? There we go. You're good at catching those things, man. 99 ego. I was the voice actor for the... Brad, I tried. That's a job I try to keep on the down low.
No high.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Stay.
Straight. 3, you're out.
Look at how upset that
Now
person
batting,
is.
The center fielder. Gordon.
I can't relate. Oh. All right. Hey, look at that. I threw it to the right person and everything. New World. I've heard a little bit about it. And what I've heard is that the world looks beautiful. Like, the world is supposed to be amazing. But what you actually do in it, I've heard, leaves a little to be desired. It's still, I think it's still in early access, though, isn't it? So maybe they'll make something out of it. Put some more engaging content. But I hear the questing is awful. Oh. But I've seen footage of it, and it looks amazing. Like, that world looks just drool-inducing. Look, it's Dark Jake. Just Dark Jake. Oh, no, it's not going to get out, but... Maxi's up.
The right fielder, number 92.
Ball outside.
You don't see any new MMO doing well? Oh no. Okay, save.
Now back, the catcher.
It's hard to gauge
69.
because there have been some successful MMOs that have come out over the years. There are no WoW killers though. Everyone kept saying every time a new MMO come out, will this be the WoW killer? And that's just kind of dumb. There's not a WoW killer. Oh no! Fuck you.
Now
Sorry, no homer.
fielder, number 23.
James Baker. Well, we're gonna get a run at least.
Now batting, the
Good brother.
pitcher, number 37.
Ball that's low.
Nope. Oh, oh!
He's out.
Oh. Yeah. Right. Well, I don't know what the market's like now. I mean, you could argue it's already saturated.
The shortstop, Norton Pickles.
But Final Fantasy XIV, once they did Reborn, has been a pretty fantastic success. But they don't get WoW numbers, but they are successful. I don't think any MMO is going to be the new WoW with 10 million subs. Like ever did what WoW did. I don't think any MMOs ever can do that again. Unless it's like a free-to-play MMO, they can get 10 million players.
Now batting, the second baseman, Andre Candela.
How many points is too much?
You're out.
Up. Oh, that guy was so mad.
The pitcher, Jerry Katz.
Do 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 do.
Ball that's up. Steve Rod. Ha!
WoW was accidentally deleted. Like someone at Blizzard was like, what's the big red button in that room do? That says do not push. Like nobody told them that was the WoW delete button. There's a new janitor. He's like cleaning that room out. He's like, what's a... He bumps into it. Man, he slammed. Did not... You're not slamming. All right, Evie. Hubby's home with McDonald's. Nom 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 nom. Enjoy. With the milkshake. Ah, whoops. G-Law gets to pay attention when he's getting pitched at. Helps him hit better.
Now batting, the second baseman, number
It's Keith.
21.
And, oh, that was a good one. That was not a good one. I should not have swung for that.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Hey, look, it's Brad Pritchard is up to bat.
57.
Nope. That's not great.
You're out.
All right. Well, apart from that first inning, that has not been a super impressive display on my part. Aside from a few hits, a few runs, and them not getting runs. It's not a bad game. Definitely does not seem to be demonstrating that I have what it takes to play at Ego 99.
No, that's high.
It's the guy that looks like the dude I work with. Yeah.
No, inside.
I think that's going out. Yeah.
No, that's inside.
Oh, God.
Ball four.
No.
Now batting the first baseman, Leanne Drive.
Show these bastards. We're at the top of the bell curve. We're at the top of the food chain. We eat teams like you for breakfast.
Ball. Now batting the right fielder, Juanita Hernandez.
Juanita Hernandez up to bat.
Strike. Strike. Strike three, you're out.
All right. Food Brothers not doing too bad pitching this game.
Third baseman, Rhonda third.
Ugh. Oh, man.
He's in.
That was rough.
Now batting the catcher, Tara Leonaire.
Gotta be careful. They just scored their first run on us. Eeks. Okay.
Now batting the first baseman,
All right, here's Dark Jake.
number 18.
Nah. We're still doing all right. I think I'm starting to get tired.
Now
Is the thing. I'm having game fatigue. I'm like, it's inning 7, and I'm like, oh man.
Ball.
Starting to get sleepy.
No, that's high.
No, that's high.
That's down.
It's down. That was a strike. Oh, son of a bitch. That looked outside. What an asshole. Sorry, Maxie.
Catcher, number 69.
That pipe cock is up. I should have swung for that, huh? Ooh. Crushed that one. All right. That'll get us on base. Ding, ding, ding.
Now batting the
Here comes
left
James
fielder,
Baker.
number 23.
James Baker, you naughty boy. All right. We're going to have bases loaded. Who we got up now? Food Brother Felix Contreras.
Number 37. Now pitching, Tia Mayfair.
See what we can do, Food Brother. Oh. All right, Mandy slams, and that's time to. It's time to do your thing for the grand slam.
That's high.
No, that's not how you do it, Mandy slams. You don't hit a perfect ball into the center fielder's mitt. That's not a grand slam.
Now batting, the center fielder.
All right.
Jordan Fruitwell.
Got to watch out for him. He did the thing where he pointed.
Foul ball.
That's not where the ball went, though, is it?
That's up.
Yep, sure was.
Strike. Foul ball.
It's a cock shit. Knocksire, such conviction. All right, look, Food Brother Felix Contreras looks so happy with himself.
The shortstop, Norton Pickle.
This guy looks like a dick. Look at the look on his face.
D-Rod. D-Rod. Foul. No, that's high. No, high.
He's not going for any of my bullshit.
High.
Yeah, look at that. He's like, ah. He has this dumb old look on his face.
Andre Candela.
I'm glad he struck out. All right, hold on a sec. Is Food Brother starting to get tired? He is starting to get tired. Wow, look at that ump. All right, guys. Got 2 more innings.
The shortstop,
Sanity Hydra.
number 12.
Let's do something. Not with that one, though. All right, that'll get us on first.
Now back,
All right. Animal lawyer, Keith,
number 21.
do something with this. Oh. Oh. All right. No, that's not good. That's not good. That's not what we want. All right, Brad Pritchard. Brad Pritchard is capable of amazing things. Not this time, though. This time he's hitting it right into the guy's glove. Dark Jake has a respectable history of good hits. Not today, though. You hit it right at that man. You did, Brad. Brad, what were you thinking to do that? You should not hit it at the man. You should hit it past over the man and out of the park.
Now batting, the pitcher, Tia Mayfield.
It's not my fault.
Now batting, Clifford Kane.
It's Brad's fault. Although I'm sure Brad will drop some truth bombs about it. All right, hey, here's pipe cock. Ding ding. Doing what he does best, or she does best.
Vinny Vortex.
What they do best. Vinny Vortex.
No, that's high. Foul ball. D-Rod.
That was a Steve right.
Now batting, the first baseman, Leanne Drive.
Better lower the ego to 5. Hey, Rockslide, what's up? How you doing? Oh. Oh, where's that going? Right in the middle of everybody. All right, Keith got it. Good job, buddy. Hey! Look at this. Look at this amazing win. The Law Hawks win. Caw, talons of justice. Look at those. They're so sharp, the talons. Good job, guys. Good job. Well done. Well done. Let's see. Well, I think it was like 7-1, wasn't it? Yeah, it was real skin of our teeth. Although I was starting to suck more. So, and we got Food Brother pitching through the whole game. That's 2 games in a row where I didn't sub out the starter closed it. A live playthrough of Mario Sunshine. Oh, cool, man. That's a game that I never played. I actually have an old, I actually have a GameCube in my closet that I think still works. I've always meant to dig, although at this point, buying an actual original copy of Mario Sunshine, it might not be like $3 in a bargain bin. Let's see, who are the big players? Food Brother Fili Contreras, #1 player of the game. Let's see. Knock got home runs. Dark Jake got home runs, but Food Brother, yeah. #1 big player. Time to crank that ego down. No, it's time to stop playing. Had enough baseball. Had enough baseball for one night. Gonna exit. Yeah, please. Please do. I have a little sip of something. I could play, I could do a quick round of, what's it called? Fall Guys. I like that Fall Guys is nice and lightweight. Or if I'm tired, I know I'm not going to start another baseball game right now. And I'm thinking it's time to probably think about ending the stream soon. But it's not quite 10 yet. So maybe I just fit something else in there. Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's do that. I got the controller out and everything.
45 seconds of gameplay.
I suck at Fall Guys too. Why would I be thinking? Because it's almost 10 and I'm tired. I think you missed my whole whiny story. And Brad, I was a little disappointed too. I woke up at 6. Usually I sleep about between 7:30 and 8 is when I get up. I woke up at 6 thinking about work. And you know what's the first thing I did when I realized I was having trouble falling asleep? I looked see if there was a Brad Pritchard streaming. Because I heard Brad Pritchard sometimes streaming around that time, for my time. Guess who wasn't streaming? Oh, Brad. But yeah, so then I rolled out of bed and started working at 6:30. And I was like, is this gonna be a bad idea? Probably gonna get tired later because I started working too early. Look, I got a duck face. I'm gonna consider it a laha. Caw, but it's a duck. No, I've actually had too many mental health days already this year. So I missed a day and a half of work last week because of the smoke. I couldn't, my voice was shot and I had a hard time coughing or talking without coughing for a couple of days there. And since part of my job is being available to take calls, one day I just stayed home. Like, I was just like, I don't feel well enough. I feel unwell. And then the next day I started working and I was having a lot of trouble taking phone calls. And so I told my supervisor, hey, Like, I can hang out the rest of the day and do... There's a million other things that we need to do. I said I can hang and do all those other million things. I just having a really rough time taking calls right now. And they're just like, if you're not feeling well, take the day off. And that made me a little nervous because I know how badly they need people to be doing that stuff that needs to be done. So that day I took a half day because the point where I asked that was halfway into the day and she was just like, go home. What's that mean? I mean, stop working. So I was like, okay. But that's the sort of thing that definitely makes me not want to pull an all-nighter playing video games the next week and then maybe not be in good form the next on a Friday morning. Almost certainly getting fired. Thank you, Brad. Appreciate that. I'm pretty sure Amazon, we got a lot of Amazon warehouses outside of Portland. Some of their biggest warehouse areas are in this region right here. So I'm sure I could find a job. But they'll let me deliver stuff in our little Honda Fit. All right, where am I? There I am. Wow, they got me punched all the way to the back. Hey! Do. All the other people in this game are so pushy. What? Man, I was this close to not qualifying, though. I quack like a duck when I... Pushing is rude, Brad. If I recall, that was one of my big missions in this game, was to bring dignity to the game of Fall Guys. To bring dignity and civility. No rude shoving. You don't need to be rude to win. It's one of my best performances, coming in 41 out of 43 in round 1. Thank you, Fooderer. What song? Isn't that just a song that they always... Hey, look, they put me in the front this time. People! People! So pushy. Don't be pushy. Oops. All right, let's do this. Nope. I was trying to see if I could time it. Nope. No! That's bullshit too. No. No! Oh, this is going so badly for me. Fuck me. It's always what happens to me. I fall down, I get knocked down, things knock me down, then I lose. I would dive if I could remember which button to dive, Brad. Don't rub it in. So many buttons. There's so many buttons on this thing. Not used to it. It's part of my problem. I know the A button. I use this button all the time. The other ones, they're a mystery to me. I don't know what they do. Sometimes I yank on these things by accident, and amazing things happen. Yeah, I'm being a fall guy. Here we go. That's how you do it. Just fall over here, fall over there. Besides, somebody's got to suck so that everyone else can win. I'm here to raise everyone's morale by losing, so they don't have to. I lose so you don't have to. Game and lawyer. Yeah, the guy who takes the blame. That's true. I'm doing that too. No, I don't have stamina for the baseball game tonight. Baseball is tiring. It's a tiring sport, Maxie. Oh, fucker. All right, single file, gentlemen and ladies. Let's try to be civil about this. What is the fuck's even happening right here? All right, we're making it. Shit, fuck. I thought I was gonna make it that time. I thought I was doing so well. Then I lost anyway. Yeah, it's 1998. Luckily, the fact that I'm always eliminated in the first round means, or second, but mostly first round, means that each of my matches is lightning fast, so that I can play tons of matches. I know if I die and it's like, oh, I'll just do one more. I know that typically represents about maybe this one. Each match, literally 45 seconds of gameplay before I'm eliminated. I know, Nick. Rude. So rude. Single file. Totes rude. All right, get those last 6 in there, huh? What? Now we need 7? I thought this game was supposed to be popular. How come they can't get 60 people in a match? All right. All right, here we are again. Rock slide. 45 seconds of gameplay. G-Law, I lose so you don't have to. G-Law. There's a reason I play very few competitive games. That's because most people are way better at them than I am. But at least this one, I don't have to aim at anybody. Oh, this is new. Nope. I'm doing this all wrong, aren't I? Oh well, now I'm down here. Hey, get out of my way. I've got to qualify. Time to qualify, bitch. I gotta make it. I did it. I did it. I am the Lord of Fall Guys. Yeah. Look at all these people. Look at all those people that sucked. They're stupid. They don't know how to play this game good. Not like me. Idiots. Your mom goes to college. Was that 1 minute and 10 seconds? Were you timing me? That's what happens. I guess I couldn't have gotten eliminated more quickly than that because that's how long that's how long the match was. So what was that? That's 65 seconds of gameplay. Or 70 seconds. I'm building up my gameplay stamina. Oh, that last little shoot there, I always mess up. Do 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 do. No, no. All right, here we go. Here we go. Nope. Hey! Fuck! No! Look where... Eliminate my ass. Even when I think I do it good, I suck. Okay, see that's why, but that's the thing. That's the way it is with this game when I play it. I still sort of having fun, but usually after about 20 minutes, I'm like, all right, that's good enough. I fell down enough times. I'm ready to call it. Was I in the top 10 for you? I appreciate that. Thank you, Brad. That's sweet. It's very sweet of you to say. Number 1 in your heart, Noxire. I appreciate that. I don't think I've ever been number 1 in this game in any one of them. I did get to the last round where it was me and one other person. And that happened to me one time the first week I had the game. I guess because a few people still sucked enough to get to where I could get that far. Oh, this one could be rough. I forget, is X how you grab onto, how you dive? Is X dive? We need to confirm this. Okay, it is. No, fuck you guys. No. Oh. Don't push me. Nope, typical G-Law. Stop bumping into me, you little fuckers. All right. There's that guy. Oh my God, that guy. What are you doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your generosity, that guy. All right, I've definitely lost my mojo on this one. But that guy, thank you so much for your generous donation. It is very much appreciated. Well, at least I'm not the very last person. Get off me. I might be the very last person now. Nope, there's that one person. Nope. There's like 3 people behind me. I might have been like the very last person. It was in the high 30s, and there were definitely enough people right next to me that I could have been eliminated there. Buy some Nathans. Yep, I made it, guys. It's my great success. Surprise good night. Yeah, we need to start looking into if campgrounds have started to open again here after the fires. September is sort of when all the campgrounds close, so we may not be able to get into a reservation. Oh. No, fuck you. Because our own guy pushed it the wrong way. Alright, I'm not doing half bad right here. Well, we're sucking right now, but it's not all my fault. Shit! Fuck! It was looking so good. Alright, one more. One more. But then it's after 10, so I think after this one, I'm gonna have to wrap up the gameplay for the night. That wasn't bad. G-Law 2.0 plays all the hottest games that all the kids love. G-Law 2.0. It was a dream that I had that this game would propel my channel into the level of success that I always hoped that it would back when I wanted it to. G-Law 2.0. Reinvented. That's what they all say. I gotta be careful with the G-Law 2.0 stuff, though, because when I start getting that G-Law 2.0 energy, Chauncey gets hyper. She'll wake up and she'll start making a lot of noise, upset the neighbors. Yeah, with the extreme close-up on the face cam. Yeah, that's right, Brad. Oh. It's too late for me to set that up right now. Get! Nope. All right, let's do it. This is the moment of truth. Yeah! Look at me, number 5. All right, hold on. Let's remedy this situation. Yes. Yes. This is good. It's good. All right. Let's do this, guys. G-Law 2.0. All right, let's get serious. Let's get serious, guys. What the hell is this? I don't even know what this is. Don't get jinxed. What the fuck does that mean? What does getting jinxed mean? I have no. Oh, it's like, don't get cooties. Is that it? Can you decootify other members of your team? I have no idea what's happening right now. All I know is that I got one of those pinky bastards. I transmitted my social disease to that other yellow fellow. I don't understand what that is. Here, let me have it. Let me have a drink of my water. I am the pandemic. I don't think I can zoom in I don't know this one either. I don't think I can zoom in any more than this. You like this, Alan? All right, time to put on my game face. What the hell do I do now? Oh, we just don't get hit by this stuff? All right. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. It gets a little harder, doesn't it? I just shoved somebody. Is anyone getting eliminated? Yeah, I think they've added new games. Oh shit, this could go badly. Alright, okay. Okay, okay. Oh, laws. I did it. I did it. Yeah. I should definitely celebrate by eating some delicious, have these delicious cashews. Mmm. Oh. Mmm. A good idea, Fooderer. Well, I'll go cashew now. Mmm. Gila 2.0. I don't think I have any saltines, Brad. Oh, look, did I get a coal? Yeah, I did one of those. Oh, no, oh. You know why we're winning? Because of me. Because I'm good. I'm great at giant soccer balls. Uh-oh. No, we can't have this. No, fuck. No! Oh, fuck that. All right, we are dominating this shit. Oh, fuck. What? A giant banana? I didn't sign up for this. Glad you're here, Owly, to witness all of my great successes and my extreme close-up of my mouth, which is all part of G-Law 2.0. I'll get up here. G-Law 2.0. Sorry about the nuts earlier. Wait, am I in the top 4 now? Oh shit. Somehow I have to find a fucking tail. Who's got a tail? Wow, wrong way. That dude up there got a tail? Oh, there's somebody with a tail. Get out of my way! Fuck you! Give me that! Is there only one guy with a tail? Yeah, I have a feeling I'm not gonna be the one to win this little scenario. I'm not good at grabbing. I'm also not good at running away. Look, it's the wiener. Get it? This is the wiener. You won. Yeah. That's good. Ah, look at that. Look at all, I did good though. Look at that. That top 4 is a lot better than what I've been doing. Alright. But I did say that would be my last match, and what a glorious last match it was. What a glorious last match it was. Let me see if I can zoom this thing in anymore. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back. Well, we'll root for the home team. It was all my protein, Brad. That's right. It was a liberal application of protein. Thank you, Ali. I appreciate that. Here, let's see if no, this is about as zoomed in as I can get, looks like. Unless I move in towards the camera. Peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Okay, that's enough of this. Yeah, let's just get a little, let's get things under control here, guys. Come on. Quit horsing around. It's time to be serious. So, well, wait, it wasn't, There, it was random games. It was definitely not baseball. It says it right in the stream title, not baseball. Did I have a game selected for this stream? I didn't even check. I might still have, it might still say I'm playing Battle Brothers, and like when it says in the description, like when you select a game, does it say I'm playing Battle Brothers? I didn't even check. Whoops. I hope there weren't a whole lot of people who were super excited at the idea of me playing Battle Brothers, and they came and I was playing this stuff instead. Were any of you disappointed? You were hoping for more Battle Brothers? Nick didn't even get to see Battle Brothers last week. Oh, gee. Zoom that camera in and dim the lights for G-Law After Dark. Ooh, that sounds... that does have certain appeal, doesn't it? It'd just be like a tight zoom on my lips for 4 hours. Me singing. I get the microphone real close. I don't think I can get the microphone close enough to be in the screen when I get that close zoom on my lips. Battle Brothers is the Hitler of games? Brad, what the... I don't even know what that means. But it's funny. Now you're disappointed? Rockslide Battle Brothers is only one of the greatest games that nobody in my chat enjoyed. That's what Battle Brothers was. A sorely underappreciated game that everybody made fun of. No one liked it. And then I played it a couple days after that, and I was kind of over it myself. But it was the game that I mostly played for about a week. I got really into it. Wow, look at that. I play a little baseball and everyone gets all excited. I bring up Battle Brothers. See, this is why This is why you can't have nice things. You don't deserve Battle Brothers. You don't. I don't share. I'm not going to share Battle Brothers anymore with you guys because you don't deserve it. No. Hashtag not my XCOM. You know what? When I played it the next time, I hired 2 new mercs. I got some non-peasant mercenaries. They were like former soldiers or guards or something like that. And one of them, I made a Noxire. I made a Rattus and a Noxire. And you know what made me quit the game? Immediately, my Noxire got decapitated. And I was like, fuck this game. Should I just play a little bit right now, Nick? Here, maybe I'll play the old bait and switch. I know how you guys love the old bait and switch. Like, excuse me for a brief moment while I change my shirt. Do I have enough? I gotta make sure your people eat. So it looks like I've got enough food to last 4 days. That's fine. You don't want to get too much food because it spoils. And I have enough money to pay the crew for 24 days. Is that the whole problem? Is that it's not baseball? Food here? The baseball uprising? Are you and Maxie gonna take over the stream? Oh, hold on. Now I can't see this. I can't see the chat anymore. Hold on. There we go. All right. Shh. This is the real stream. Right. I'm gonna go. This is the real stream, guys. No, I called him the doer because Stone Raven is. He likes to complain a lot. At least, I don't know. Yeah, actually, now when I look, he actually doesn't complain that much. But for some reason, I always like, oh, Stone. He's just like a grumbling Stone. There comes Stone. Force baseball. So some thieves took his demonic statue, and he wants me to help get it. I say, what is it worth to you? It says 1,100 when it's done. I think I need more than that. Like, okay, 1,200. I accept your offer. I need to follow the tracks, then find the demonic statuette and bring it back. So wait, it's tracks southwest of town? There they are, big old tracks. All right, gotta get this under control. These are the people that stole his demonic statue. And heroic as I am, I cannot let a demonic statue be stolen from the upstanding citizens of this tree town. It was made in 2015. There they are. I know, I don't want to fight in the dark. Oh well, I'm not going to wait around all night either. I mean, of course, I'm going to catch up to them right in the dark. There we go. We're just... Brigands, just as your employer thought. They look scared, presumably understanding that Odo the Wise's well-paid rat is about to... G-Law 2.0. G-Law 2.0. Wait till you see the combat graphics, though, guys. Check this out. Look at the combat graphics. Super hardcore. Look at the combat graphics. We gotta wait. We're gonna wait for them to get closer. Then we're gonna unleash the arrows. Then we're gonna send in the boys. Actually, we'll keep the boys right where they are. Send the boys. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of weird. So Nick, without the start with arrows. Subtle overlay of my Dark extremely Jacob zoomed playing in with Nick lips, starting off. this is what you missed I'm last week. Surprised they're even getting a good shot at night. Here's Brad Pritchard, born on top of a Tandy. Wow. I remember Tandies were fancy. They were like the fancy version of TRS-80s, which is what I used to. When my first computer experience with TRS-80s at school. Shack, I think Tandy was a Radio Shack brand too, but it was a premium Radio Shack brand. All right, this is stupid as shit. Here, cut this out. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Hey, where'd my picture go? Oh, that's right. I adjusted the opacity. I'm like, wait a minute. I can fix this. I can fix this right up. G-Law returns. I'm tired. It's true. It's true. There goes G-Law 2.0. Let me see, can I do this? Here we go. There. That's nice. There's my D&D books up on my shelf. You don't need to see that. I'm sure some of you would like a tour of, would like me just read all my D&D books right before I go to bed. You need more translucent G-Law? Is that a feature that I should integrate more often into the streams? Do you think so? Have a big glass of whiskey? Yeah, from what I can tell, Brad, that helps you keep streaming into the wee hours of the night. Just drink. I'll just drink a bunch of whiskey and do a translucent zoom on my lips and just read from Dungeons and Dragons manuals to you. No, I've been playing on a virtual tabletop, Maxie. I'm not sure where our dice is. We bought one of those pounded dice things. You get a big bag of mixed dice. But I don't think we've brought it out since we moved. But I know we've got it somewhere. I don't think I do. I did drink on one stream, I think. But I'm too afraid if I drank, I would make an ass of myself in ways that I wouldn't want to be on the internet. That's the fear. Not that I was always terrible, but there were definitely enough instances when I did drink, mostly in my 20s, where I woke up the next day and I was ashamed of myself because I'd gotten off on some tangent the night before and it was like really irritating. And I thought years later when the internet came out, I was like, thank God I wasn't on the internet back in those 2 or 3 instances where I got drunk and acted like a total ass. All you have is my word for it that it happened, and if I didn't mention it, you'd have no idea. But I never did anything like terrible. It's just stuff that like later I realized I was insensitive and I'd hurt people's feelings and stuff like that. Eh. Well, you definitely saw me, Federer, you saw me drunk a few times. I don't think you ever saw me on one of the occasions that I'm one of the handful of occasions that I'm thinking about where I woke up the next morning and I was ashamed of what had happened the night before. So you implied that I should get smashed. So, yep, no VOD. Well, there are times I got drunk and you look back, oh, I was kind of a dumbass last night. But it's different. What I'm talking about is not just I was a goofy dumbass. It just means like I did things, and then when I look back the next morning, I was like, oh fuck, like this person's gonna hate me because I spent all night telling them why I don't want to go out with them, and then I vomited in front of them for 2 hours. It's like, okay, that's the sort of thing that's the sort of thing that that was not a common occurrence, but that's the sort of instance that I look back on and I'm like, yeah, I'm aware that on occasion I would end up getting on a tangent of some sort, and the next day going, what was I thinking? That's morally upright behavior. I think I told that there's a couple stories like this. Probably the worst one is one where there was a girl that I had only dated a couple times. And she was nice. And here's the thing too, is I'm not a small guy, but she was not a small gal. But for some reason, the way she wasn't, like, I'm trying to remember, like she didn't clean herself well or something. Like, I remember some people, they're big, but then they take care of themselves. Some people are big and they're like, oh, you need to like get in there a little better when you're showering or something. So I never really did anything with this girl, but this one night she wanted to do a get together, and I think she kind of, like, her idea was we were going to spend the night. It was in Portland. I lived in Portland before. That's how long ago it was, before I met my wife. And there was a little hotel bar, like tavern hotel, that was supposed to be haunted. So sorry, Mooner here. Well, you know what? It wasn't like she smelled terrible, but it was just like sometimes you get if you get close to someone, there's like a stale smell, or I don't know what. It wasn't awful. It wasn't like she was awful, but it was just this, like, I don't know. There was just this sort of like, I just was like, I don't. Maybe her pheromones were off or something, but I didn't want to explore that side of whatever. So, so she booked this room overnight, and she brought some friends that were like ghost hunters, and they had equipment, and so they're like looking for ghosts and taking photos and looking for orbs. And I'm like, I didn't really believe in that stuff, but I was still kind of like interested to see what they would turn up. And I'm like, okay, cool. And the whole time I'm drinking whiskey, which I only got drunk on whiskey a handful of times. And basically I have a track record of that's what I get sick on. And I didn't used to get sick on much, but if I got drunk on whiskey, like really drunk, I would get sick. Now I call her Pigpen, but she wanted something to happen that night. She almost went so far as to go out and come out and say it, that when she got the room after her friends left, we were gonna go up to the room, and I kept putting it off and drinking more instead of going to the room, because I did not want to. I was like, shit, I like her, but I don't want to be in the room with her because she wants something to happen and I don't, and I'm not looking forward to that confrontation. I'm not looking forward to that scenario. So I kept drinking more until I was like super drunk. And then she was like, do you want to go up to the room? And then I was like, somehow I got in my head that the best way to convince her that she shouldn't go out with me was to come off as an insensitive, like, shallow asshole. Which, I mean, and part of it was authentic because I was not physically into her, but I was telling her the stuff that I just told you. I was saying, I'm not interested because you're too fat and you smell weird, and it's not okay. There are people that are fat and they don't have this problem, but you do, and it makes me not interested in you. It was like stuff like this, and I was drunk, so I went off on about this shit for like 2 hours. And then there was actually another girl that I had met who I'd gone out with a couple times in that vicinity too, at that time period. And so I started comparing them, and I was like, you know, there's another girl I've been dating, and she doesn't have this problem. And I'm just terrible. I mean, it was all sort of stuff. I wasn't lying, but it's just a total horrible way to treat somebody. You're using this material. So And then in the middle of all this, I went off on this for like an hour, 2 hours. And in the middle of this, I start vomiting because of the whiskey. And so she's taking care of me. She's bringing me water. She's bringing me plastic bags, and I'm vomiting. And between vomiting, I'm telling her like why I'm not interested in her. And I don't remember a lot of that, but I know that it's one of the few nights I sort of blacked out enough to where I don't remember everything. But I know that's the gist of what was happening. And I woke up the next morning, and we were in that hotel room in a little bed. Like, it was barely any room for two people, but back to back, just like away, as far away from each other as you could be in the small ass little bed. And it started coming back to me. Like, I woke up and then I was like, oh shit, where am I? And I was like, oh shit, what happened? Did I say all that stuff to her last night? Holy shit. And then she woke up and I was like, oh my God, I am so sorry. And I was so still kind of sick and hungover that I couldn't drive. So we had to check out of the hotel. But I was still too sick to leave. So she like drove me to a CVS, bought me like Gatorade and some aspirins and stuff, and then drove me to we went to a park, and she just sat with me for 2 hours while I drank the stuff and kind of got good enough to drive. And then she drove me back to my car. But it's just, okay, so it's just one of these incidents though and I tried to be honest with her. I told her exactly sort of what I'm telling you, that I said, yeah, I'm so sorry. I said, there was a certain point where I like you, but I knew I didn't want it to go there, but I didn't know how to do that. I was too like immature, and so I just kept drinking to avoid it. And then by the time I had too much, I just came out in this real weird way. I was immediately felt awful, and I completely like fessed up to what happened. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And she was actually like, she wasn't happy about it, but it was sort of like, I don't know, she still would have been willing to keep hanging out after that. After she could tell how I was like legitimately so sorry about it. But the fact was, I wasn't interested in her. So yeah, when keeping it real goes wrong. And so that is probably the most prominent example of an instance in which I drank too much. And like, I will never forget that night and how I treated her. It's like, nothing happened, dude. And that's when I realized I would make the perfect lawyer. No, dude, Fuderir, nothing happened. Nothing happened. And nothing at all. So. So yeah, so that's probably the worst. That's probably the worst one. There were a couple there. I could probably pick out like 2 or 3 other instances where I woke up the next day and it wasn't nearly that bad, but it was where I'd done things that I was ashamed of. But for full transparency, that was the worst. That was the worst that I ever behaved drunk. So there are no skeletons. It's just that I figure if I'm going to give you the example of why I'm afraid to drink like too much in general, why I don't want to, and especially why I don't want to make a habit of getting drunk on streams like some people do, it's because most of the time I'm sure I'll be fine, but I'm afraid there's going to be that one night where I'm having an off night and I just go take some turn and start going in some direction and just do something in front of a bunch of people, recorded to the internet forever, that would be terrible to have as something online. Motor it's like a PSA for not drinking. Have some sizzle. So that's the story. Should have ended where I'd be like, and she gave me the then when I was well enough, she drove me back to my car, and then we banged. Is that what you're looking for? Then I hit that so hard at the end of the day. Yeah, that's great. It turned that frown upside down. We did one more cool shot. Okay. That's no the story. So that didn't have that. Just for the record, that didn't happen. When I was well enough to drive, she drove me back to my car, and I left. She left in her car, and I left in my car because we'd met there the night before. We didn't go there together. No, yeah. Oh yeah, I think a lot about that night. Yep. That's one of those. That's definitely in my mind. That's a nice little. It's a nice little videotape stored away in my brain that I like to relive over and over again. Well, technically, Brad, you could say I was a perfect gentleman in terms of like I didn't do anything. I didn't take advantage of her sexually, because I certainly can't be accused of doing that. See, if I woke up next to a dog, though, I wouldn't be like, oh shit, I slept next to a dog. How I'm, like that just like I woke up the next morning and was just like, oh geez, what the hell? That night, I didn't sleep with the dog. I was slobby, but I was in the same room. That was the first night I ever got drunk. Bootereer took me and this other dude to TJ, and he bought us a bunch of tequila shots. I didn't know what it was like to really get drunk. I'd had like a sips here and there where I'd experienced a light buzz once or twice, but I'd never actually been drunk. So he bought us each 6 shots of tequila, and I'm like, is 6 shots a lot? And he's like, just drink them. Just drink them. It'll be fine. And Slobby got drunk and like started vomiting. And he started vomiting later. And I'm like, is that gonna happen to me? We drank exactly the same amount. No, I didn't leave. We didn't murder him. No, Federer ran into some people that he knew from like a sorority at the college that he was going to. And so they were like, yeah, you could come to our house and like smoke weed or something. And so we went to their house, and the whole time me and Slobby, there's this girl in our car, and the whole time we keep telling her like, hey, you know what? I really like you. You're like really special. Like I really like you like a girlfriend. Like I feel really strong feelings for you. What's your name again? What's your name? And she's just like, she told us her name. Both of us were doing it. Me and this other dude's Slobby. Both of us were doing it. And she eventually just started making up names because we kept asking. Both of us were like, wait, what's your name? And then like I'd turn to Slobby and be like, what was her name again? I forget. That's the bad. Well, we get to their house and then they're smoking weed, and then I go off for about like another half hour about how, I just want a real relationship with someone and all this, and then I forget what happened, but then me and Slobby were like, hey, are there any other chicks here? Any other chicks to hang out with here? And they're like, oh yeah, go down the hall and make a right. Just the hot chicks. And then I was like, oh sweet, there's chicks in there? And they're like, yeah. I was like, hey, do you think we're gonna get laid? And they're like, oh yeah, you're totally gonna get laid. And then we went in there, and it was just like a Great Dane. It was some huge dog, these huge dogs sleeping on a mattress in a room next to a couple couches. And I think I slept on the couch, and when we woke up the next morning, Slobby was actually sleeping on the mattress with one of the dogs. And I was sleeping on the couch next to the mattress. That was just... Well, I don't want to ruin the chronology, Maxie. So, that was the story of the first time that I ever got drunk. Yeah, Foodereer is the one who made it happen. You were there, Foodereer, but you didn't come out to the hot chicks room with me and Slobby. You stayed with the people who were just chilling and smoking weed. I don't think Bobby and I smoked any weed either. I was just like, nah, it's okay. And then, yeah, all sorts of motorboating happened after that. It was awesome. I start with the golf claps. So, yeah, but that, looking back, I look back at that and it's embarrassing in the sense that, like, I was acting like a dumbass, but it's not embarrassing in the sense that I'm ashamed of it like I was at other times. So now you can see two different stories. That story I just told you, I was acting like a dumbass, and one could be a little ashamed, like, oh, that's embarrassing. But I didn't come out of that going, oh my God, I can't believe that. Like, I regret. I feel, because I was just like, I don't know those people. I'm probably never gonna see him again. Foodereer's cool. He'll just think it's funny, and I wasn't that worried like about that he was like, oh my God, I can't believe Foodereer saw me act like that. It was just like, with the way we are friends, it's like, no, that's like, whatever. He just thought it was funny. And there's more stories. Definitely, there's a few more stories, but that one's pretty memorable. And I think at some point I fell down while we were walking out of the bars in TJ. I fell down. There's some little kid selling roses, and I gave him like the rest of my money that I had in my wallet, and I didn't remember. And the next morning, I'm like, where'd my money go? Hey, Foodereer's like, yeah, there's that little kid selling roses, and like, you got all generous, and we're telling him to have go have a wonderful life with your $30 or whatever. I was like, really? I gave it to some flower kid? And then when he mentioned it, I was like, I vaguely remembered the flower kid and feeling very generous, but I didn't remember giving him all of my money. At least he didn't get racist. Okay. No, I don't think that's happened, but that's not that I'm afraid I would get racist, but again, I'm afraid I would do something that would, you know, I don't know, you hurt people or whatever. So, like that one time, the story I told you about, that's very much like not the kind of person I am to treat someone like that. But for some reason, when I was like completely shit-faced on whiskey and under those circumstances, when I like had the right sort of pressures on me and awkwardness, like not knowing what to do in this situation, I chose a path which I look back on, and I am ashamed of that. I am ashamed of how I treated that person. It's been 20 years, and I still look back on the night, and I'm ashamed of how I treated that person. I was wrapping up 30 minutes ago. Then we started. Do you think I should just play one more quick game of baseball, Brad? So, no, it's true, Rockslide. Alcohol it changes you. And it's not, I mean, it can be it can be a fun thing. I had plenty of fun times. But then also as I got a little older, I found I didn't hold my liquor as well. So it seemed like I was more prone to get into this kind of loops. Like one of the last times that I really got drunk was after I met my wife. It was one of our first dates, or not our first dates, but we'd been going out for a couple months. And I got super drunk, and I forget, I think we were talking about politics or something, and we had some different view about something. And I thought I had like the perfect logical argument to make my case for why I was right. And apparently I got into like a circular logic loop that I did for 4 hours until about 3:30 in the morning. And I was extremely obnoxious about it and very pushy about it. And I guess like the next morning, she had such an unpleasant time having this discussion with me that I would not drop. She just didn't want to talk about it anymore. She's like, okay, I get it. You already told me this 10 times already. And I'm like, no. And then I would go over it all again. I don't even remember what we were talking about. I just remember it was logic shaped in a circle that I'm pretty sure upon reflection later, it was not a very good argument. But when I was drunk, I thought it was really good. And because it led in a circle, it never ended. So yeah, it was maybe. Drinking less as you get older is a healthier option. Yeah. So drinking has not been... Well, and also as I stopped drinking, as I really stopped being around my friends that drank, and once in a while when I would get drunk, it just wasn't as fun anymore, because I would I didn't have a tolerance for it anymore. So I would start getting headaches. Like I would still be getting my buzz on and I'd already start getting like heartburn and a headache. And I'd just be like, this doesn't feel good. And then I just want to go to sleep because I was like sluggish and I didn't feel good. So yeah, at a certain point in my 30s, and I still sometimes drank if I drank the right things and not too much of it. I still even now will sometimes drink, but it's just not very often. And it's probably been 5 years since I've actually got like drunk, where I would say I drank enough to be drunk. Have an interesting how I met my wife story too. Yeah, it was very early on in the relationship. And it was at that moment I knew I should be a lawyer. Yeah. Your tolerance has only gotten higher, but that's par for your career. Well, yeah, if you drink it with any kind of regularity, you'll get higher. I'm somebody that never really enjoyed just drinking. Like I never liked the taste of beer or the taste of wine, or had an appreciation for different alcohols. So I only ever drank because I liked the feeling of either getting a little buzzed or getting drunk. That was the only reason I ever drank. And once I sort of once that stopped working so well for me, then it was never like, hey, I'm gonna, have a couple beers or a couple glasses of wine every night. So I just didn't enjoy it. You still never had enough to get drunk? That's your choice, man. I won't lie, I've had some fun times. There have been plenty of times where I got drunk and I had fun, and I don't look back at those moments with shame. I'm just like, hey, yeah, I had a fun night that night. But there are plenty of nights I look back and go, not necessarily shame, but like I could have gotten killed or shot, or I made dumb decisions while I was drunk because I was just like so carefree and like, I love everyone. How you doing? Back in the heyday, you more enjoyed the social aspect with friends. Yeah, that's sort of why I stopped doing it. I mean, I also liked going to clubs when I was single, and because I was shy about girls, that I found like if I could go to clubs where it was sort of expected, like people would drink and then people would go like try to meet each other. And after a few drinks, I would just start wandering around like talking to girls, trying to like, hey, do you want to dance, or you want to, whatever. And then I met a lot of girls that way. But it was because the alcohol, after I had a number of drinks and got a pretty strong buzz on, I stopped like caring if I went up to somebody and I was like, hey, whatever. And they're just like, yeah, look at, I would just be like, all right, see you later. And then I'd move on to the next one. As a sober person, the idea of walking up to a girl and talking to them and them not wanting to talk to me sounded devastating. But after about 5 drinks, it was like, well, there's 80 other girls in this room. One of them will talk to me. There will be at least one girl that I think is kind of cute, who if I talk to is going to talk back to me. So I'm just going to keep moving on. See, fight's a bit so easy. Okay. Fucking close enough to a crit. Dumb decisions in TJ. Were you there that night when we got in the back of that truck, the pickup truck, after all the bars closed? I don't think you were there that night. That's an example. Like, all the clubs closed, and there was a handful of like just rando people outside the club when it, like the last club on the strip that closed. And I was like, is anything still open right now? And they're like, I don't know. And like some guy's like, hey, I think maybe there's still stuff open down at Rosarito Beach, which is like a half-hour drive. And I was like, oh shit, do you want to go check it out? They're like, yeah, you get in our truck, get in the back of our truck. And so like me and I forget who I was with, but it was like me and 2 other dudes got in the back of their truck, like laid down in the bed of their truck, and we're just like, all right, let us know when we're there. And then they drove to Rosarito, and everything was closed there. And they're like, oh shit, everything's closed. So they brought us back, and then we all went back on the US side and went home. But that's the example of a sort of thing where like, I literally had never seen those people until the club closed, and a few random people were outside smoking cigarettes. And it was like, well, this is, in retrospect, they turned out to be fine, but it's like, it was probably a bad idea to get in the back of some people's truck that I had no idea who they are. They're driving me deeper into Mexico. They were probably drunk driving too. No. You wish your girl happy birthday when you're both having your birthday dinner at the same place? She's 3 years younger than you. Huh? All right. Good on you, man. I guess. Was that good? Was it a good move? Well, Noxire, I've told a few now. I only said the gameplay was ending at 10. But, you know, Fudaru's here, so there's always likely to be some Tijuana story lurking just behind the corner, just ready to jump out. So, that's okay. It's all recorded, Noxire. See, that's why I don't drink now, because it's okay for me to tell stories and for that to be recorded. But if I was creating new incidents, like the ones that I've described, well, the only really one I was ashamed of, I think you were here for, was the first one about the girl who I hurt her feelings. That made you facepalm 20 times. That was the pinnacle of my drama. The rest were just more like, you know, more amusing. Tales of the Drunken Lawyer. Yeah, it would have been 15 years before I was a lawyer. We should celebrate my great stories with a drink. It's game thumbnails out here. That it is, Matus. That it is. Time to get drunk on stream and mock the kid whose sister caught a lizard. I'll be like, you want to know who really is who caught the lizard? It was you. You. The joke's always been about you. Your sister caught the lizard. Don't you remember? This baseball is way easier when you're drunk. Well, Brad, you make everything look easy when you're drunk. Until you start sucking. You see, but I think that's more because you get tired. That's the impression I get. So, alright, guys. It is 11, so I gotta wrap this up. Lurk mode for real. It's okay, Joss. Gonna wrap this up. Let me see. Get close in here. Do I have this thing going on? Nah, I'm not gonna mess with the camera. All right. All right. Alright, guys. Just relax. Time to just unwind. It's late. At least where I am. Just pretend it's late, Brad. No, it's only 3 in the afternoon for you, but just humor me. Or you can play this back later when you actually are trying to go to sleep. So, Brad from 10 hours from now, and everyone else who's here, go to sleep and good night. Your eyes are getting so heavy. Go to sleep now. Adelie Hernandez, Brad Pritchard, Knox Iyer, Nick C, Josh Sadai. Go to sleep. Matus Foodereer, Maxi, Rock Slide. There's some other people looking here. I'll be waiting for you in your dreams.